Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss problem C chat of latest educational code forces round. The problem statement is like that if we are given an integer k. Okay. For integer k we will be having 2k minus 1 messages. See in this example for k equal to 3 we will be having 2 into 3 minus 1, that is 5 messages. Okay. Now the arrangement of the messages will be like in some manner. The manner will be, for first message you will be having one emote, for second message you will be having two emotes, for third message we will be having three emotes. This will continue the pattern until kth message, right? For kth message the pattern will continue. After kth message, let's say for k plus 1th message, in this example fourth message, as k is equal to 3, we will be having k minus 1 emotes, and then we, like, see here we were increasing the number of emotes one by one by every message until kth message. After that we will start to decrease the number of emotes one by one. So for fourth message we will be having two only, as for third message we was having four. Now for again next message we will be having one. So this is the arrangement of the emotes, how the emotes will be placed in the messages, and total message will be 2k minus 1. Now but we will be also given some integer x that we can write at that many modes only. After writing that many modes we will be getting banned from the platform. So now we have to tell how many messages we will be able to write before getting banned. So let's take some example. Let's take this case, n equal to 4 and k equal to 4 and x equal to 6. Now we are given k equal to 4, that means that we will be having 7 messages, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and the arrangement of the emotes will be up to fourth message we will increase the number of emotes by 1. So for first message it's 1, second 2 3 4. After kth message we will start to decrease the number of emotes one by one, so then we will be having 3 2 1. This will be the arrangement of emotes. Now we are given integer x equal to 6, that means that we, if we write at least x emotes, after that we will get banned. So how many messages we will be able to write by writing 6 emotes? Okay, let's take the example. So if we write first emote we can write, then second, third, up to that we have written 3 emotes. We can write more. So let's write this emote, this emote, this emote. Up to that part we have written 6 emotes. After writing 6 emotes we will be getting banned. So now we will get banned from the platform. So how many messages we have written up to that part? We have written this message and this message. So totally 3 message we have written. Okay. So let's take another example. K equal to 4 and x equal to 7. For k equal to 4 the arrangement will be same. Now for x equal to 7 we are given that after writing 7 emotes we will get banned. So let's write this emote, this also. Up to that part we have written 6 emotes. Now let's write this emote also. Now after writing this emote the total number of emotes we have written is 7. So we will be get banned from the server. So how many messages did we have written? We have written 1 2 3 4. So in question we are given that while writing a message if you get banned then you will count that message also in the answer. So we are counting that message also. So totally 4 messages we have written. So for that case answer will be 4. Okay. So how you can think of approaching the problem? You can think in that way, like if you come here you will write one message, then you come in second message and you write 3 messages total. So you will, every time you will check that if the number of emotes not becoming greater than x, because if it greater becomes greater than x then you will get banned and you will print the answer. But if you see the constant that k is given from 1 to 10 power 9, the constant is very large. So if you perform in this manner then most likely it will give you TLA. So how we can, the solution will be same, but how we can optimize it? So for optimizing we have to think of some property. What property you can think? Let's say you are given an integer 4. Okay, you are given with the information that you cannot write 4 message. Okay. uh, for k equal to 4, the total number of messages is 7. You are also given that total number of messages are 7, and you are given an integer 4, and you are given that you can't write 4 messages. So will you, can you surely say that you can't write 6 messages also? You can't write 5 messages also, because if you are not able to write 4 messages, how will you write 5, 6, 7 messages, right? So this is the property. So let's take it some in graphical way. Let's say we are given this minimum range of answer can be 1 if we write one message only, because after, while writing first message if we get banned, and if we write all messages, that is 2k minus 1. So if we are given some this value, if we are sure that we can write this message, let's say it's take it as temp. If we are sure that we can write temp messages, then we can also write temp minus 1, temp minus 2. So we can discard that part, and we can start looking there that can we get some better answer. So does it give you feel of binary search? Because in binary search also we do the same property is there, that if we can discard half left part or either right part. So if we are given that we can write temp messages, so we can also write temp minus 1, temp minus 2. In that way we will approach the problem. So I will be approaching the problem with the help of binary search. So let's directly jump to the code, because this is more kind of an implementation. If you learn now, then you will be able to apply in other problems also. This is the input of test case. This loop will run for every test case. Now I have taken input of kx. I have declared kx as long long. Take it as long long because x constant is large, I think. What is the constant of x? Yeah, x constant is 10 power 18. If you take integer, then it will overflow. So you have to take it as long long. So I have taken input of kx. Now consider s as start, e as end. So our answer range starts from 1 and ends at 2k minus 1. That is the maximum range. Okay. Now after that, I am initializing answer with 1. Uh, Forget it. We will come to that later. Now I am making a loop while s less than equal to n, and every time I will calculate its middle value. Uh, let's try to understand it how it works. So if we are having, this is the range, let's say this is start and this is e. Now this is mid value something. Okay, now we will calculate for mid how it comes. So can we write mid messages? We will calculate that. If we can write mid messages, then we can also write the number of messages that are in that part. So we have to just look in that part. Okay, so we can discard that part now. So if we can't write mid messages, so we also can't write mid plus 1, mid plus 2 messages. So we can discard that part and we will look answer in that part. That's how the solution will go. So I've calculated the mid value. Now I will calculate sum, that number of emotes up to mid messages, how many it is coming. So if mid is less than equal to k, let's take in that example. So for this example, k equal to 4. So if mid is less than equal to k, how many emotes? Let's say mid is 2. So how many emotes it is having? So for k, mid is 2, how many emotes it is having? 1 plus 2, that is 3. For this, how many, let's say for mid equal to 3, how many emotes it is having? 1 plus 2 plus 3. This is the sum of the first n natural numbers. So how we can write? The total number of emotes will be mid into mid plus 1 by 2. That's what I have written, that sum will be number of emotes will be mid into mid plus 1 by 2. Okay, now if mid becomes greater than k, how many emotes it will count? So let's say our mid becomes up to that part. Okay, this is our mid. So we will consider this emotes until kth, and extra is what? This row is becoming extra, right? So we will count that way. Okay, so in sum I have added k into k plus 1 by 2. This is for that part, for kth up to kth message. After that I have declared a num is equal to mid minus k. That means what it represents, that how many rows are coming extra after kth. So this was the mid and k was up to that. So after mid minus k, what value it gives me? For this case it gives me 1, right? This row is becoming extra, right? Now I am declaring temp equal to, take it as k minus 1 minus num. So let's take temp equal to k minus 1 minus num. Why? Num was 1. Okay, for now I'm uh, considering like, for this is k minus 1 rows, right? For up to k minus 1 I'm subtracting num, how many extra rows we are having. So this k minus 1 minus num will give me this. So I will calculate the sum up to that, and I will subtract from this part. Then we will get the extra part sum. That's what I have done. I've taken some k minus 1 into k by 2. This will give me sum from 1 to this part. After that I have subtracted sum of 10. This will give me up to that part, and after subtracting we will get this extra part sum. Plus I have added the up to kth messages also. Okay. This you can approach as you want, because this is just simple mathematics how you can get. Now we have calculated how many messages we are having until mid messages. Okay, now and we have stored it in sum, right? Now after storing in the sum, we will check the number of emotes we are having, that is sum, with the value of x. There will be three cases. If sum can be equal to x, some can also be greater than x, and some can also be less than x. These three cases, okay, these three cases can be there. So we'll consider it differently. So let's take this case when sum is equal x. Okay, for that case what we can write, we can write answer equal to mid. Why? Because let's say in this case k equal to 4. So in this case let's say the x was 6. Okay, for x equal to 6, what we can write, our sum will be until let's say mid value is also 3. So our sum for mid equal to 3 will come as 6. Now if x equal sum, that we can write, we will write 3 messages, right? So that's what we have written. We have written that answer equal to mid, we will write mid messages, and we can't write any more messages. If you write uh, an extra message, let's say you write 7th message, you can't write, because you can write up to x messages only. Okay, so that's why I break the loop. For this was the part for sum equal x, right? Let's take another example when sum is greater than x. For that case, how we can approach, what it represents, first we have to see this. Let's say this is sum, this is start, this is end. Our mid is coming there. Okay, now it states that sum is greater than x. That means you can't write mid messages, you will get banned before that. Let's say here only. Okay, so if you can't write mid messages, you can't write also mid plus 1 messages. So you can discard that part. Your answer will not exist in the right part, you have to come to left part. So what I have done, I have done end equal to mid minus 1. So this will reduce the search space. Okay, now this is let's take another third last case also, that what happens when sum is less than x. For that case, let's draw another also. This is end and this is mid. That represents sum is less than x. That means we can write mid messages. Okay, so I have taken answer equal to mid plus 1. Why mid plus 1, not mid? Let's say we write our example is x equal to 7. Okay, for x equal to 7, you will write this, and you will write that emote also after you get banned. Okay, so you have not written that message completely, but you have written, so you will count in the answer, as it is also given in the question, that while writing a message, if you get banned, you will count in the question. Okay, so for that example our answer will be 4, not 3. That's why I have taken mid plus 1. So we can write mid plus 1 messages that represents that part, but we have to search for better answer also in that part also. That's why I have done s equal to mid plus 1, but it represents that okay, we can write mid plus 1 messages for that value, but does there exist any better answer also? If it exists, then we will again the search space is reduced. Now this becomes the search space, then again it will search for the answer. If it comes, the better answer comes, then it will update the answer. Like that we will get the final answer. Okay, after that we will get the final answer, but I have done a check for a minimum of answer comma 2k minus 1. If somehow if answer becomes greater than 2k minus 1, that can become right, because if mid becomes 2k minus 1, you will be uh, updating answer as 2k minus 1 plus 1, so that will become 2k. You can't write 2k messages, so I've just taken a check with the answer should be less than equal to 2k minus 1, because if x becomes greater than the sum of all the k messages, let's say for this example, if x becomes, let's say, 1 lakh, so you can write all the messages, right? So for that case answer will be 2 into k minus 1. So that's why I've done the check. So at last I have printed the answer. So that's how we can approach with the binary search. We will define a search space, and then we will calculate some middle value, and we will check if we can write mid messages. Then we have to discard left part or right part. uh, Correspondingly we will discard the left part or right part, and that's how we will every time we will be reducing our search space by half, and then half, and then half. That's how. So you can see that if it is 10 power 9, so every time it divides by 2, then again it divides by 2, then again it's divided by 2. So this is the definition of log n, right? So the time complexity will be log n for this case, so it will definitely pass the test cases. So that's how the solution works. I hope you understood. Thank you.